This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Destinations and Experiences premier scare event. Tonight, for episode 20, the finale episode for season 5, we will be wrapping up 2025 and looking ahead to 2026 with a game of Rose, Bud, Thorn. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, everyone. For old acquaintance be forgot. And the other part, I don't know. Days of Old Lang Syne. It's me, I'm Kenneth. I'm your host for today. And today I'm joined by my dear friend and co-host, Maddy.
Hello. Hello. Happy almost New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone. Tonight's the night. We're going to watch Stranger Things finale. And you're going to listen to Rush of Fear finale.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And we don't have Michelle with us today. Michelle is having some technical difficulties at home. So, of course, Michelle, we will miss you on this episode. And if she sends us her Rosebud Thorn things, we will read them. But for now, It's the two of us.
Yep. Wrapping it up. 2025.
Wrapping it up. And usually when it's the two of us, we go off the rails, but we do have some rails for us to stay on a little bit.
Yeah.
Because usually our end of year episodes are Michelle's here on a trip. We meet at her hotel and we just hit record and we talk about whatever it is we want to talk about. And so this year it's all different and we've put a little bit more structure on the yap, but it's probably still going to be pretty yappy.
Yeah, we are yappy. You know what? That's fun. I think it's fun.
Yappy New Year.
Yeah. That's going to be the name of the episode.
Okay.
Yappy New Year. That's so funny. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. All right. Well, I'm excited to get into the fun stuff. But of course, we just have our couple of housekeepings to get through before we get there. So, as always, we do have our Rush of Fear Society. It is $5 a month, $50 a year if you would like to do that for the membership. And this includes our bonus content feed, which has some watch-alongs, unedited content, and of course, access to our society Discord. The link can be found in the show notes of the episode and in our bios for Instagram and Twitter. Come on and join the fun. And of course, if you could please leave a spooky rating or review on whatever podcast platform you're using, it would help us out. And we love to read your reviews and say hi. So pop those wherever you're listening.
It's true. And check out our merch storefront at tpublic.com. Just search for Rush of Fear Podcast and you'll find our page with all our products. And be sure to check out my band Pangolin everywhere you listen to music online and follow us on social media at PangolinFL. We're playing on January 11th at the Florida Underground Festival in Sanford.
Ooh.
We're playing at 9:30 in the West End Trading Company indoor stage, closing out the weekend on that stage. So that'll be a lot of fun. And if you're in Vero Beach, we'll be playing there at Stamp Fest at the Stamp on January 25th. So those are our January shows. We got new music in the works. So be on the lookout for Pangolin stuff.
Ooh, that's so exciting. Oh, man. And I'll share those flyers on our Rush of Fear feed as well. So
cool.
If you don't follow Pangolin, find it on Rush of Fear and then follow them afterwards. Yay. Okay. For more general Universal Orlando Resort news, you always have our UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcasts, wherever our podcast can be found. You can also check out our extended family, our UUOP network friends, which is the theme park duo, Portkey Passport, the Taste of Universal podcast, the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast, and Big Dumb Stuff. Big Dumb Stuff. Yeah. All right. That's it. Housekeeping. Done. Put it away. No more mopping in 2025. We're done.
No, I feel
That's
okay.
it.
Mopping. I've thought about this for years about how is there not been a better alternative to mopping invented?
True.
You know, I think the Swiffer tried, but it's just it didn't quite replace mopping. And every time I've used a mop, I'm just like, there must be a better way. There must be, but no one's found it yet, or at least we don't know about it. If they have, the patent hasn't gone through. I don't know.
True. I don't know. Something needs to be done.
Think about. Yeah. No, truly, it's gross. Mopping is gross.
It is gross. You need one of those like industrial, like things that you drive. You sit and you drive. They have them in like department stores. It's like the giant person-sized Roomba. It's crazy. Those things are wild.
It's like a Zamboni, but for a regular floor instead of an ice rink.
For cleaning. Goodness. That's so funny. Anyways, starting off strong.
Yes. Okay. So this is a thing I've only right now found out about when Maddy said, "Ooh, we can do Rosebud Thorn," and I said, "What's that?" So Maddy, could you explain it for everyone like me who doesn't know what this is?
Yes, of course. So I first started playing Rosebud Thorn at summer camp. So I had camps that did at the end of each day, you would have to give your Rosebud Thorn. And then other camps would do like at the end of the camp session, your Rosebud Thorn of the entire session. So your rose is something good that happened that day, that year, that week, whatever it might be. And it can be any topic, whatever it was. Your thorn is something like at summer camp, it was, something that challenged you that day, or something that maybe scared you or made you think in a different way, or something that was just genuinely like tough or hard about your day, your week, your year, your month, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then your bud is something you're looking forward to. So in our case, we're looking forward to the year 2026 and all the wonderful things that are hopefully going to happen in that year. So your bud is like the thing that is going to bloom in the days
blossom
or weeks
into
or
another
years
rose.
To come. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we'll start with our roses. And so we're looking back on the entire year, 2025. Mm-hmm. And of course, this is a Horror Nights podcast, but we're not limiting these topics to Horror Nights, but of course we can include it. There's definitely some Horror Nights in at least one of these topics for me. So we'll whatever it is we feel in our hearts, we want to talk about for each of these. So we'll start with our roses. Maddy, do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
I'll do one first, because I also have a couple from the year. It's hard to pick out just one. 2025 was a big year.
It was.
Yeah.
It was full of 365 days.
Of just ups and downs, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say my first rose of 2025 was getting married. That was just...
That's a big...
It was... Yeah. It's big. That's like the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
And that's congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It was in October, right? You got married?
Yes. Yeah. October 2nd.
In California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it kind of connects to Horror Nights, because as part of our like elopement trip / honeymoon trip that we just kind of mushed into one big vacation, we actually went to Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood for the very first time. Like not just as a couple, like as individual people, HHN Hollywood for the first time. And it was just, I think that's rose number 2, just back to back within the same week, because it was an experience that I will just never forget. It is so fascinating the way that their Horror Nights operates, and the caliber of scare actor and like set design and costume design they have over there, and the energy compared to Horror Nights in Orlando, which obviously we're all very used to, is just so vastly different. And it was such an incredible experience that I was happy I could share it with my lovely new wife. So it was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. And we meant to do a whole episode about your trip to Horror Nights in Hollywood, and we just never were able to do it. So I guess we can talk about it a bit here. I mean, you already have a little bit, but you know, I know there's always a which one's better conversation between East Coast and West Coast. I get the sense from what I've heard you say that you think Hollywood is maybe not necessarily worse, but just like it's just a different thing.
Yeah. And I think that's something that I've also like, I don't know, they're on such different platforms for me. Like, obviously Horror Nights has ways of doing things that I'm sure are global, but Mike Aiello and, oh my gosh, his name just escaped me.
Murdy, John Murdy.
Yes. They are, I think, are such different creative directors in the way that they operate, that it just makes them like, sure, they're both haunted houses, but at the same time, they're not. Because in Hollywood, you have the actors that are really making the scene come to life, not so much the set design. Whereas in Orlando, it's the set design that helps the actors bring everything to life. So I think they're so different, and it's hard to compare them as, oh, well, this one's obviously better, because they're not. They're different. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was really, really, really cool. Yeah.
And
you
hike
great. Like 10 miles during the event. If you really want to see and do everything, I think our mileage count by the end of the night was at least like 8.5, 9 miles. It was insane.
That's so crazy, especially because that park is so much smaller than Universal Studios Florida.
It is. But their Horror Night stuff is all so tucked backstage and in the mountains that like you're hiking on a dirt road, like up to a haunted house. It's sick.
Wow.
It's really
I would
cool.
I would love to go. You know what? I'll go ahead and put my one of my roses here. I have 3 I'm thinking of right now. But one of those is my own trip that I got to take this year to go to Las Vegas, and specifically see the Horror Unleashed experience there in Vegas. And, you know, I think my review of it is more positive than most people's, from what I've heard, especially Orlando people. But like, to me, it was just so cool to get to go and see this new like venture, this new concept, and see the first try at it in its early stages that I'm sure will only improve over time. And it's just cool to, you know, like I wasn't able to be there for the beginning of Halloween Horror Nights or Fright Nights on the first year. I didn't make it till year 15, you know? So to be able to say I was there on like the second week of the first Universal Horror Unleashed I mean, who knows how many more there will be? Who knows how well it's going to do throughout the rest of the year? I don't think we have any way of really knowing that from over here in Orlando. Well, I'm in Orlando and you in Minnesota, but you know, it's just cool that new things are being tried in the world of Halloween Horror Nights, or in the world of Universal like live horror experiences and attractions. That's so cool. And it's just fun to see kind of how this brand is like expanding or trying to. So we'll see how it goes. But I was thrilled just to be there. And even if we did walk out a little disappointed, I was like, it's so cool that this exists. Like, I'm just excited about it.
Yeah. And I think that also goes to that same, you know, we were there for something within the very first, you know, few weeks or like month of something brand new opening. Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Epic Universe opened in 2025.
Dang,
so,
you know what?
Like,
I have a few. Yeah. Year. So I have my year included visiting Horror Unleashed, Epic Universe, and Universal Hollywood's first Fan Fest nights.
Yes.
And I went on the closing night of that one. So it was a big travel year and like new new events and things happening that I just am now realizing, like, I got to see a lot of cool stuff this year all over the country. I'm very impressed with myself, actually, now that I'm realizing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I had traveled so much.
Your travel wrapped of the year. Yeah, you did. Yeah. And usually it's Michelle that's the traveler, but you really blew both of us out of the water this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's when we have this podcast, or when there's almost a feeling of like an obligation of like, I have to go do it so that we can talk about it.
Yep.
But that's just giving ourselves a good excuse to do a thing we want to do anyway.
Exactly. It's like girl math. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So this thing would be so cool to talk about on the podcast, and like,
right.
I have to do it for the people. Like, it's just, it has to be done. Not for me, but for them.
Right. And that's why, like, my trip to Vegas was for two podcasts, because I was like, well, Horror Unleashed is definitely a Rush of Fear topic, and then it's also a Big Dumb Stuff topic, and everything else in Vegas is Big Dumb Stuff. So I was like, I've got so many episodes of two different shows coming out of this trip,
Yeah.
So it was if either of these shows made money, I could write off on my taxes,
True. One day.
Potentially.
One day. Yeah. No, those are great ones. Epic Universe was awesome. I think, like, besides getting married and having that whole incredible trip to California, going to Epic Universe for team member previews, and then even after team member previews, when, Lindsay and I got to go another time, and I got to go with my family, which was fantastic because we're a theme park family, and it was really cool seeing their reactions to things that I've been like holding out on, just screaming at them about for months because I didn't want to spoil it. It was just so cool. And it's such a fantastic park. And
yeah,
I'm happy that it exists and that it's just going to keep growing. So hopefully good things to come for Epic Universe in 2026.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm sure that we may see things start to develop. And I mean,
there's at least
entertainment,
one restaurant, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that one that's kind of between the very front, like Starbucks, and the Isle of Burke portal. There's like an unopened restaurant space that's there that's supposed to open in 2026. So you're right. There is at least something coming. And entertainment is so malleable, that I think we may, it's possible that we would see some new entertainment come to like Celestial Park in particular, I think, just because I think so. Celestial is a little bit light on entertainment at the moment. And like the things that are there are cool, are good, it's nice that they're there, but I would love to see more. And that's the kind of thing that can happen without like a, 2-year construction timeline. Like they can just decide like, hey, we came up with a thing, let's audition people, we workshop it, and it's open in a few months,
Right.
If they wanted to. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so.
Was that Epic your next rose?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. All of our different visits to Epic Universe. Just one big rose altogether.
Sure. Let's think. Okay, I think I have I'll do kind of a sandwich of HHN related things. So I've already got my first one, which was Vegas and all the Universal based traveling that I did. Next, I'll say I think Pangolin had a really great year this year. We only released one new song, which was our cover of Weird Al's I Remember Larry, which if you haven't heard, I think is really good. But like, I don't know, I feel like we played some good shows. We played in front of some nice crowds. Our fest this year in Gainesville was phenomenal. We played a new venue that was never part of the fest before. That was like such a nice stage. and played for a great crowd that included Roger Lima from Less Than Jake, which like probably is a name that means nothing to a lot of people, but like we didn't realize he was there until after the set was over, when he came up and told Gary like, "Hey man, that was great." And Gary was like, "Was that Roger? Wait a minute." And then like a bunch of people came up, like cool. Our friends. Yeah, a bunch of our friends came up and were just like, "Hey, I don't know if you know, but Roger from Less Than Jake watched basically your whole set." And we were like, "That's crazy." And then like the next night, Roger saw our bassist Tim just like out and about. Like I think Tim was like heading into a venue while Roger was heading out. And Roger saw Tim and went out of his way to go tell him like, "Hey man, I saw you guys play last night. Like you guys were so great. Like that was really, really fun." And I'm just like, this is insane. And now I'm just waiting for the invitation, you know. But I think it was a quiet year as far as new music goes. But I think we solidified our lineup to a level that I think we may be done with shifting members. I hope.
Nice.
And I think we've got a really strong lineup right now that again, I mentioned before, we're starting work on the next release, the next, album or EP or whatever it ends up being, the next batch of original songs. That with this lineup that we have right now, I'm very optimistic about how things are going to come out, and potentially what doors may open, what opportunities may present themselves. I think we've set ourselves up for a really, really good future with this band and with this lineup, and with some of the stuff that we've already started demoing for new songs. Like we don't have any like completely written new songs, but like we've got bits and pieces of a few that I'm just like, this is going to be very good. I'm really excited about this. So yeah, I think my rose is Pangolin's phenomenal 2025. Just playing a lot of fun shows and meeting a lot of fun people, and just going out there and putting on a fun show for everyone, and having them respond in a way that it's like, wow, this is a better response than we would ever like hope for,
Right. Yeah. No, that's so exciting. And I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for Pangolin. Like, it's going to be awesome to see. And I can't wait for a new album. It's so exciting. Or whatever it ends up being. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm excited. I'm a fan of albums personally. I like at least like 10 songs. So the last one was 12. I don't know that we're going to go for 12 necessarily, but at least 10 songs. That's what I like. You
never know what'll happen.
I don't really know what the point of an EP is unless you're like just getting started and you want to hurry up and get things out. But like right now, I love just a nice complete package of like 10 to 12 songs that have a nice flow from beginning to end. I love albums. I love thinking about like how do we sequence these songs in the best order where it takes you on like a journey of ups and downs and like high energy and low energy and silly and serious, and just kind of creating this experience from beginning to end that I know most people don't listen to albums that way, like they just add music into a Spotify playlist and shuffle it and whatever comes on. But like, I'm such a believer in the album experience of track 1 through track 12 in order. And like, I put so much thought and attention into making sure that every Pangolin release is sequenced in the most optimal way to have the best opening track, the best closing track, best, track 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4. Like these songs are placed in a specific order for the most wonderful experience. And I just would encourage anyone who's listening to Pangolin, just pick one album and listen to the whole thing through and go on this journey that I have created. Yes, curated for everyone. Obviously, like I have not written every song, but the songs that we have, I say, okay, I think that the way that this one ends moves very nicely into this other song. And then we've got a nice little dip of energy in between some harder songs or faster songs. Yeah, I care about it so much. And yeah, I'm excited about another one. I already think I know what the opening track on the next album is, and I love it. It's such a fun song. It's really, really good.
Yes.
And like as soon as I heard it, I was like, that's track one. That's album opener right there.
That's so cool. And I always love the cover art and the videos that come with it because you guys are so funny. It's a good time.
We do our best.
Yes, you do a great job. A great job.
Thank you.
Of course. Man, what else? I guess like job-wise, I had a pretty crazy year. So Rose was getting a promotion at Disney and becoming a full-time coordinator for a completely different attractions area in a completely different park. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I think Horror Nights one was just like my overall general rose for Horror Nights 2025 was the shift in energy from the past couple of years. I feel like the COVID years, this one was a shift forward, I think, in the right direction for Horror Nights and Universal destinations and experiences post-COVID. It just, the park felt different. During Horror Nights, before Horror Nights, after Horror Nights, it's Universal's crushing it. They're doing such a good job. So I can't wait to see what we have in store. But that's for after the ad break.
Sure. I don't talk about work on my podcasts, but I have also had some fun opportunities at work this year. So I'll kind of leave that at that. I in my mind, where I work is irrelevant to the podcast space. What I do, that's not what you're here for. You're here to hear what I think about Horror Nights. But yeah, it's been a nice year at work also. And then as far as my Horror Nights rose, I just had such a fun season of Horror Nights this year. It was really nice. I feel like I strengthened a lot of existing friendships, with like Xandra, and made a lot of friends with like her crew and like her fiance and like her brother and like a bunch of people. It was just like becoming a part of this little squad. And I was like, this is great. And like, what a fun like a year of just like, I got to reconnect with one of my old friends from like middle school who was actually a guest on Big Dumb Stuff last week on our Christmas episode. And we like hung out at Horror Nights and, new friends just from every kind of arena of life. That Horror Nights is always just like do you want to go hang out at Horror Nights? And like, that's such quality time, like when you spend time with someone at Horror Nights, and we got to spend time together. And I don't know, it was just like a really great season of friendship at Horror Nights this year. It was like, it was so beautiful. Like it was a really just great, like fulfilling season of even, the houses and zones aside. I was just like, I'm just having a great time being here and like getting to know all these people better or meeting new people for the first time. And, it was just a really lovely season. And I hope, it's not so unique that it felt so nice this whole year.
I know. And that's like the thing I always worry about is this year was just so great. I had so much fun. I hope it feels the same next year. Like I hope I have as much fun going through the houses, and like there's multiple houses that I want to do often, and that the scare zones are fun to sit and watch and hang out in, and like I hope the food is just as good. Like it's always that, oh man, like what if?
Yeah.
No, but they're on full cylinders, just driving straight ahead, Universal. It's awesome. It's like I'm genuinely so, and it's going to be so interesting moving into 2026, not being there and being able to go see the thing like the day that it opens, or visit the store, the tribute store, the day that it opens. And it'll be interesting to see how things pan out from afar. So
yeah.
Well,
I guess, do we move on to Thorns?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it's time.
I'll go first this time because you went first last time.
I like it.
So I have one major Thorn from this year. And this is something that happened like a couple weeks ago. And it was an not completely unexpected. I no longer have a driver's license. My eyesight is so detrimental that they said you can't drive anymore. So I am an unlicensed. Yeah, I just have a state ID now. So yeah, that was not something I was anticipating would happen this year. And
whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It kind of hit me like a sack of potatoes in the face when I went to the DMV to renew my license, and they said, your license is revoked. And I said, oh, okay.
What?
Yeah. And I mean, it's probably
so
safer
like I
for
drove
everyone.
here.
No, I didn't because my license was already expired. So I did not drive there.
I see.
Yes, I had a friend take me because I was like, oh, you drive me there, but I'll drive us back because then I'll have my license. And then I walked away like, I don't have a license anymore, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's now a season of adjustment that I'm like, okay, I guess I have to, sell my car, and that's good. No more car payments. No more, I'm definitely a silver lining kind of person, but like,
right.
Generally, this is not a thing I hoped would happen. So I'm like,
no,
I can make it work, but I really wish I didn't have to. But it's also like,
right.
I'm not really going to fight it that hard, because there have been definitely times that I was driving that I was like, I don't know if this is the safest thing for everybody that I do this. Because we haven't talked about it too much on the show, but yeah, I have underdeveloped optic nerves. So even with glasses or LASIK, my main vision issues come post eyeball. So like it's in the nerve. So whenever this information is gathered by my eyes, some of that information is dropped between my eyes and my brain. So like I'm just not receiving everything that my eyes are collecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So oftentimes if people see me using my phone and like how big my font is and how close I hold it to my face, or people wave at me from across the street at Horror Nights, and I'm like, I have no idea who that was, which happens all the time. So yeah, it's been a lifelong thing.
Wow.
Nerves. I was born this way with these optic nerves that are underdeveloped, incomplete. So it's been a lifelong journey. But people are always like, "Do you need new glasses?" And I'm like, "No, these are the newest prescription I have, but my optic nerves don't get everything to me." So it is what it is. There's no correction for that as of now.
Oh my gosh.
So thank goodness for Uber. Thank goodness for friends who are willing to pick me up and take me places, or, I'm going to get a bicycle, which I really enjoy biking. So that'll be nice. Get some exercise.
Ooh.
And I live close enough to where I work that I can bike there, and it's not a problem. So like, it's not the end of the world, but man, it's not a fun way to end the year that this happened a few weeks ago. So yeah, that's probably my number one thorn.
That would make sense. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Dang. 2025, man. What? Just so many highs, and then just the drop from the roller coaster is wild.
Oh yeah. Oh, man. I know. It's been an emotional velocicoaster. It's been an emotional Stardust Racers this year. Yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy. I feel like I don't have any thorns that remotely compare to how much of an adjustment that's going to be. I am so sorry.
Oh, I mean, I have a sense of humor about it too. So like, it's okay.
Fair.
The jokes have been made, but definitely I've had people at work or like in life who always crack jokes about how bad my eyesight was, who when they found this out, they're like, now I kind of feel bad about asking him if his windshield is a magnifying glass. Like, and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. That is wild. Man. Yeah. Wow. Well, hey, no car payments. You're right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hopefully I'm not... I don't know how much I'm going to get for my car when I try to sell it. So hopefully it covers whatever was left with a little bit extra to get me a bike. So that's the hope. That's the goal.
Yeah.
But at the very
like
least,
an electric bike.
No. I want an acoustic bike.
No?
I want to have to do the work.
Acoustic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's wild. Wow. My thorn, I don't even know. I feel like my thorn this year was just kind of like trying to stay positive through so many, and not just all like negative changes or adjustments that have to happen in life, but just like everything, like, this thing happened at work and like I should be so happy about it, but I feel not as like accomplished as I should. Like just reminding myself to be positive. Like the promotion at work was really, really hard on me. And I felt like I wasn't reaching the potential that I could. And I was mad at myself for like not progressing as quick as others, or like the expectation that I had set for myself. So just like remembering to take a step back and be like, it's okay. It is all happening at the timeline it is supposed to happen. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Like once I have put in the work, it is now out of my hands as to the solution or the product or the thing that comes back to me. Like give up control, let it go. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then the move was pretty hard. Not like emotionally, I'm very happy, but physically the move and the drive and the unpacking was so tough. Like Lindsay and I still have not come back from it. I feel like every day we wake up and we're just like, oh my God. Like there's still 7 more boxes that we have to unpack. Like all day today, we've been finally decorating now that we took Christmas down. Because we put Christmas up, we wanted it to feel homey, just right off the bat. Like, so Christmas was up and we took it down when we came back from my parents' house the other day, and we finally were like, okay, we're now going to spend 3 days just hardcore decorating to make it feel like home and to get these boxes out of here. Because I don't want to feel like I'm living in a warehouse anymore. So it's been like fun, but exhausting. Yeah.
I mean, moving is brutal. The last time I moved, I swore off physical media because of how many storage bins I had full of like Blu-rays that I hardly ever even used the discs. And I was like, what am I moving all this plastic around for? I don't even use it. I just use the digital code. I'm just going to digital so that when I move again, I don't have to move a bunch of boxes of stuff as much, It's so tough. It's so hard to move.
It is. And
I was only moving like stuff... I was only moving like 20 minutes away from where I was. You moved across the country. Like I can't even imagine.
You don't know how much stuff you have until you're packing it into boxes. And you feel like you've touched 100 boxes, but you turn and there's still like a bookshelf that you haven't touched yet. And you're like, oh, God damn it. Like, we had to buy so much packing tape and so much plastic wrap and so much like the bubble wrap, and oh my goodness. It's so funny though. But it was good. It was a lot of work, but it was the right thing for us. And Lindsay did a great job packing. She really, really did. So props to her. But yeah, I don't know. 2025 roller coaster year. And like roller coaster year, not just for us personally, but like for the world, roller coaster year.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Just too much happening in the world that I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Enough of this.
Really high highs and really low lows. So, and that's always the interesting part too. Like when we live in a world where things happen either so fast or so gradually, like I feel like I get the promotion at work, but then the next day I am on the internet and I see this horrible thing happen somewhere in the world. And I'm like, like I feel so conflicted in my emotions because I'm like, I'm so happy that I have finally achieved the thing that I wanted to achieve all year. But this thing is happening. And I feel like I'm balancing both. Like I have to go to work at a theme park where people are coming to escape reality. And I am a part of that escapism. But like, I know that there are so many other things going on in the world, or even just like my personal life, that it's hard to detach those things. And it was like that all year. So it was hard. It was a hard, physically, emotionally, mentally year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It is. And you know what? After this break, we're going to talk about, we're going to bring ourselves back up.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, but we'll hear an ad right here.
Yes.
I wish to go to Liverpool.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Okay. Welcome back.
Yes.
We're at
Thanks,
our last.
Portkey.
Yeah. Thanks, Portkey. I wonder where we traveled to. I never know which portal is going to open up in the advertisement that we're going to go through. There's so many portal options.
Yeah.
Could be Germany. It could be, I think Mexico is one of the places.
Yeah, I think
Disney
New York
is one of the places.
Is New York one? No, I think New York is the one I was gonna do, and then I think they stopped accepting new places.
Man. No.
I was at the Cowfish with Lee. Yes, Korea is one of them. I was at Cowfish with Lee and the whole UUOP, gang, the usual crew.
Yeah.
And Lee has his recorder, and I was like, I think he said something about the ads, and I was like, oh, I have one I want to do. He's like, I have my recorder here. Just do it here. I was like, okay. So I just said it. I was like, I want to go to New York City. Or whatever. I probably didn't say it that awkward, but I want to go to New York City. And then I was like, thinking about what songs I would put in there. Like, I would put like New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. Maybe, I don't know, the Tonight Show theme. Who knows? SNL.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do want to go to New York. I've still never been.
What?
Yeah, I've never been there.
A good time. I want to do it. I feel like I went as a kid. So obviously like we did family stuff when I was young. And then I went again for Thanksgiving in college, but I was with my mom and sister. So we did kind of the more touristy stuff. And then I was there in 2024 for a wedding, and we did a good bit in the city, but there's still so much that I want to do. It's a city where there's just around every corner, there's a new thing.
And how... In New York, like, how often would you say that the city sleeps?
Oh, never.
It never sleeps? Oh
never
my gosh.
Sleeps.
That sounds
those
exhausting.
neon lights are always on. They must be
Oh
exhausting.
my God. Yeah. Wow.
Oh man. Maybe that'll be your travel in 2025, one of your places.
That is tentatively the plan.
2026.
Oh yes. Well, let's get to the buds. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah. Buds for 2026. Looking forward.
Yes.
What do you got?
The buds that will blossom into roses, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Who do you want to start?
You can start.
Okay. Well then, yes, I'll say some more travel. I think I loved getting to visit the places I got to go to, and especially now with big dumb stuff where it's like, okay, I want to go experience a bunch of things in all over the place. Like I want to go to Pigeon Forge. I want to go to Gatlinburg. Apparently there's like, where was a place somebody emailed us about that was like a city you would never think. It was like in like Wisconsin or something, some little town in Wisconsin that they're like, it's like iDrive, but a whole city. And I'm like, that's what Gatlinburg is. That's what Vegas is. Yes, that.
Yes. That. Yep.
I've heard about that now because someone emailed us.
Yes, when you come visit the Russia Fear North Branch up in Minnesota, and I take you to Paul Bunyan Land, we can go to the Wisconsin Dells.
That's right. Yeah. Or maybe you told me about the Wisconsin Dells. I don't know, but
it's highly possible.
There's so many weird things that I want to go and check out. But New York has been on my travel wish list for years and years and years. And I would say like every year for the past like 3 years, it's been a tentative plan with like my like core friend group, what we call our family. And we just keep replacing it with different trips, and like, or we'll go to California again because something is happening that we want to see. And so we'll go do it spur of the moment. Or, we went to Vegas, which kind of replaced New York on our itinerary. So like, I'm really hoping that this is the year that we actually go to New York, and I'm sure we'll make it back to the California parks. I want to visit like Knott's Berry Farm. I want to visit Six Flags Magic Mountain. Like I want to expand outside of Disney and Universal and check out some of these other like classic California parks that I always hear about that I'm just dying to visit. But yeah, I guess New York and expanding out into California travel is a bud that I have for 2026.
I love that. I think travel is another one for me as well. I don't know how much I'll get to do just because it was a financially tough end of the year with moving and getting married, but there's so much within driving distance of where I live now that I think not as many airplane trips, but definitely a lot of driving trips, especially when the weather gets better. There's a lot to see up here. So I'm very excited to explore my new little corner of the United States. And of course, travel down to Orlando to go to Horror Nights this year. So I think that's one of my biggest buds is experiencing Horror Nights as not a local. Because I've only done it once, my very first year. My sister and I came for just one night, and it was such a weird experience because like I didn't realize that I was going to be moving down to Orlando that next year and becoming a local and having Horror Nights be the thing that I do for 45 nights every year. So like I don't remember a lot of it because I just didn't think it was going to be that big of a part of my life. And now that it is a very, very large part of my life and like so much a part of me, it's going to be weird to experience it as someone who just gets to see it for a weekend. But I'm excited. It's going to be very, very strange. Yeah. But cool.
It's strange, but I feel like it might give you a new appreciation for what the event is.
Yes. Yeah.
And just watching it from afar and seeing people talk about it online. and hearing what I have to say about it from, I guess it depends on when you come, if it's opening weekend or somewhere later in the run, or maybe if you make multiple visits, who knows? You got a place to stay here, you don't have to get a hotel if you don't need, if you don't want to. I'm sure you have plenty of friends you could stay with, and I'm including myself. But like, what a fun way to look at it, like, even though I've grew up as an Orlando local, so every now and then, like the first time my family stayed at one of the Universal hotels, we stayed at Portofino Bay the summer that Diagon Alley opened, because like a bunch of my cousins from Miami wanted to go and they wanted to get express. We compared the express price to the annual pass discounted price for a Portofino hotel room. And we were like, if we put 4 people in each room, it's cheaper to stay at Portofino than buy express. So we did that. And like getting off the boat from Portofino in City Walk and entering it that way, I like saw it through completely new eyes. And I was like, I've been here more times than I could ever possibly count, but right now I'm seeing it through the eyes of a tourist for the first time. And it's so different. It's so weird how a little thing like that can change your perspective. Or even on my birthday, I stayed at Stella Nova and I like did a day at Epic and then went to HHN and then took the bus back to Stella at the end of the night. And I was just like, it's just a different context. It makes the whole thing feel different when you stay somewhere or when you're visiting. It feels like you're visiting, even though I'm like, 15 minutes from my apartment.
No, absolutely. And that is exactly how I felt going to Epic Universe this year with my family, who we just came and did it for the day. And they had obviously never been before because the park had just opened. But like Lindsay and I had been, and all of its various iterations from the very first team member preview to opening. And it was so cool to see the things that they noticed like right off the bat, or if it was something that like I had to point out for them to notice, and just experiencing all of the attractions with them for the first time, but then also experiencing the ministry attraction, all of us for our first time since Lindsay and I never got to ride it. It was awesome. It's so fun. A feeling like a tourist in a park that you frequent often. It's a very, very cool experience. Yeah.
It's fun and it's rare. So I love getting to do it. I mean, it's how I feel when I go to Disneyland, And now I've been to Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood enough times that I know my way around and I know the things I like and I know the things that I want to do again. But like, it still feels so special, Yes. Like this past trip we took to California, we literally did just 3 nights in California. We flew in. That night we flew in, we walked from our hotel to downtown Disney. We had dinner. The next day, we did Disneyland open to close. Then we Ubered from the Anaheim hotel to our Hollywood hotel. Then the next day, went to Universal for FanFest nights, stayed there till close. Mm-hmm. Then the next morning, flew back to Orlando. It was the craziest whirlwind of a trip, but like, it was just so exciting to be like, we're at downtown Disney. We're on vacation. We're here for food. We're going to walk around, look at everything. And tomorrow we're going to Disneyland. And there's nothing better in the world than this feeling of being somewhere special that you don't get to be at all the time. But a place that feels like home, because that's the other weird thing about Disneyland is that it's so similar to Magic Kingdom in so many ways that you walk in and you're like, oh, this is so familiar, but it's also so different.
It's a very strange experience. And like having worked in Magic Kingdom, now looking at Disneyland, it's so weird. I don't know how that, as a cast member, I don't know how that park operates. I don't get it. They don't have tunnels. Like everything is on top of each other. It's weird. It's in the middle of a city.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we stayed at a hotel that was literally like right behind the, like, what's it called? The, like, Cars Land.
Radiator Springs? Wait, we did too.
It was called like a something Palm. Desert Palm, I think is what it was called.
Yes, you were at the one right next to us. We were at the Alpine Inn, the little ski lodge looking one.
Okay. Yeah, we were at the Desert Palm, which is like right next to a 7-Eleven that's on the corner. Where, like right next to the Disneyland like Uber drop off. Nice. Yes. So we stayed at the hotel right next to the 7-Eleven.
That's so funny.
And it was like a 12-minute walk from our hotel room to Disneyland security. And I was like, this is like, I feel like we're closer than if we stayed at the Disneyland hotel. Like, that's so cool. I mean, we would be able to take the monorail, but it's still awesome.
It was great. It was great. Yeah, we stayed right there too. And we like didn't rope drop every single day that we were there, but we always in the middle of the day went back to the hotel room, took like a 30-40 minute nap, changed clothes from like the hot part of the day clothes to the cool, like our jeans and our sweatshirt for the evening, and then went in and just stayed till the park closed. It was the best.
Oh,
and I
you're
feel
smarter
like that's
than
not
us. We stayed
the whole time.
We stayed from rope drop DCA till closing Disneyland. Just stayed there the whole time.
You guys are so brave. So brave. I mean, when I go to the parks with my family.
Fantasmic in Disneyland.
Oh, it was awesome. We did a dining package where we ate at one of the sit-down restaurants during the day. And then that dining got us like special seating for the show. It was awesome. The dining experience was like, whatever. We probably could have skipped that part, but we did it to get the seats, and the seats were fantastic. Pun intended.
Yeah.
It was great. So if you go, you have to do that.
I'll try. We'll look into it. I think it was under construction or something, or like it hadn't reopened again from the fire.
True.
Right? Wasn't there a fire in Fantasmic?
Yes. Yeah. Both coasts have had fires with their dragons.
Something's fishy here.
Yeah, something's weird.
Yeah.
Man,
Let's
what
think
other
of other buds.
I know.
Now that we've talked a lot about Disneyland
I know.
on our Halloween Horror Nights podcast.
Oops. I don't know. I think my bud is just exploring my new city and my new state. And then a new job, which will be fun.
So, oh, yeah. Have you found that yet, or are you still looking?
I have, at the moment, an internship. It is a social media content creator internship for a dinner theater that is up here in my neck of the woods. Yeah.
That's cool.
We'll see what it turns into afterwards, but I am very, very excited. I get to wear business casual for the first time ever. I have a desk. My very own desk.
Oh, I've had those things too. Yeah. I've had those things too, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a life I never thought I would want, but when I got there, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I got my own desk. I can decorate it however I want.
I know. I don't have to wear everything I need for the day like on me in my pockets or like in my pin trading pouch. Like I don't have to run to a downtime at a ride anymore. Like obviously I'm sad I miss it, but I'm excited for a new work experience. So
yeah. I would say, I have a buds at work right now. I would say, I think there's opportunities brewing. And I'm looking forward to see what the year holds, career-wise, job-wise. You'll never hear about it here on this show or on any of my shows. But if you know me personally, I'm sure you'll hear about it because there's a lot of fun things happening. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know that it's something I'm looking forward to. I guess it's just an optimistic feeling of like, I've been single for like 6 years, and every year I'm like, oh, maybe this is the year that ends. And that hasn't happened yet. But, you never know what's around the corner.
You never know.
Or who's around the corner, I guess.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Horror Nights? What buds do we have for Horror Nights? No speculations, of course, but like...
No. It's the 35th anniversary. And
true.
That's exciting. So I think there's a lot of buds in just seeing what that means, especially thinking back on 25 and 30. 25 especially. 25 is still, I think, as far as these tentpole, every 5 years types of years, I think 25 was better than 30. 29 was better. Like, I think 25 and 29 are like the best years in recent memory.
Yes.
And I think that if they can live up to what those years were, get more shows in the park, get more unique stuff.
Absolutely.
I think we could be in for a great year, especially if they're on the riding the momentum of this past year and kind of some of the course correcting that was done. I think there's more to do, but it seems like they're getting it figured out.
I agree. We've talked about it. The park felt different. It had the right vibe going into an anniversary year. I hope they do even more with the street experiences. I think those were very popular. And I agree, more shows. Listen, that Animal Actors Stadium, I don't know what the rules are when it comes to disrupting the animals sleeping, but it is such a good theater. We could use it. It would be great, especially with
they're clearing out the cobwebs every morning in that theater. Like, you just let us sit in there. Hey, you won't have that problem.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the IPs that they pull for this year. I think we had some strong ones this year for those who enjoyed the different properties. And I don't know what movies are coming out this year. I feel like I cannot keep track, but the world is our oyster. Maybe another video game. That could be pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know which one,
I've heard little rumors here and there, nothing that I'm ready to believe yet. I don't care about speculation season, as we know. I'm not interested in trying to play the guessing game. I'd rather just learn it when they want us to know it. But the speculation's also kind of unavoidable. I don't know. I've been kind of off Twitter, especially. I don't really look at it anymore. I might just delete it off my phone. I was talking about this the other day. I think I might just delete Twitter because I don't really use it at all. Even for band and podcast accounts, I just don't really get on there. So I might not see as much. I guess it's on Instagram too, those spec maps, but I'm just not interested. I'm excited to just hear the news when it's real news and see what they have in store for us in the correct, well, maybe not correct, but when the timeline of announcements
when we're meant to find out.
Fit. Yes. Yes. These are things that I always learn before they are announced without me seeking them out, because people just love to come and say, hey, this is what's coming. And I'm like, well, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that because I'd rather be surprised with everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
It's more fun not knowing.
I don't want to know my Christmas presents before I open them. That's the fun part.
I know. But I think there is so much to look forward to. Universal especially. I think they have... eventually they're going to announce what they're replacing Rip Rocket with. Things are getting updated this year.
We probably won't hear what it is this year, but a Lost Continent replacement is in the works as well, supposedly. Well, I know that is confirmed. Universal did confirm that the Lost Continent will be undergoing some demolition in early 2026. So, I'm sure it'll be 2 years before whatever that is ready to welcome guests. But, we'll learn about what it is eventually. Probably not this upcoming year. Probably not.
No.
But
I'd be shocked.
Yeah. So right now, the two OG parks have something happening. And, if rumors are to be believed, then Epic also has something happening. Or a couple things happening. We don't know, the timelines on that stuff. But yeah, like stuff just keeps happening. They keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
And the Universal Kids Resort in Texas. Chicago has its own Horror Unleashed where they're going to have a special edition Chicago bean that you can buy and take home as a little paperweight, like the
That's so silly.
That's what I really, because the Vegas, I know we talked about this on the episode about Horror Unleashed, but the Vegas location had a special poker chip with the logo on it that I was like, that's perfect. It's the perfect thing. What's the Chicago equivalent? I don't know. I don't know that much about Chicago other than hot dogs and the bean. So
the bean.
I want a bean that says Horror Unleashed on it.
I love it. If they don't come out with that, I will be very, very sad.
That's what I want.
That's so silly. Like a deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much to look forward to. And like with the podcast, I mean, we have a lot of HHN history episodes that we still have to get to.
Yes,
I'm excited to dive back into those because we're getting into the years where there's going to be more information and more pictures, and
we're close to the years when I started going.
Yes,
we're almost there.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
And I feel like the early year episodes, or like the early in the year before announcements start happening, like those are easier for us to schedule and record and get out. And then once Horror Nights starts, it's like the whole rest of the year is just chaos in like our personal lives, it seems like. So like, yeah, the end of year episodes are like so hard to get together to do them.
They're tough.
But
the holidays are tough too.
Yeah, that's what it all is. It's Horror Nights, it's the holidays, it's everything that comes with all of that. Yeah, too. So
I know.
it becomes difficult, but we got to get, we're getting back on the schedule to start 2026. So this show will have plenty of more stuff, Big Dumb Stuff. I don't know. Like if you're listening to this, I also have another show on the network, Big Dumb Stuff, with my roommate, Kyle, my friend first, roommate second. And we just talk about whatever, we want, pretty much, like themed stuff. The dumber, the better. And we do weekly releases of that because we live together. So like we can just, basically it's like on Sunday, we're like, okay, I know we're both free. We'll just record something and the episode will be out on Thursday. So it's like really easy to do. And we have been weekly release since we started in August, and the response to that show has been really positive, and I think it's a lot sillier.
It is. And I love
which is hard to believe because this show gets really silly too. Here's the thing is you're never going to find a thing I do that isn't silly somehow. That's true.
It's whimsy.
Oh, I love a world of whimsy. That's, what I realized at a certain point. I think that like I see the world almost. I try to apply cartoon logic to the world as much as I can, or like imagine like if this was a cartoon world, what would happen or what could happen,
right?
And I think that's why I am the way I am, and the things I do are the way they are, and. Thank goodness for that. I live in a Space Jam world.
Yes. If your world is Space Jam, my world is Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. I mean, it's both. It's both of those. I don't Space Jam's just the first one I thought of. It's probably more similar to Roger Rabbit than Space Jam because I don't care about basketball, but or any sport.
Not a basketball fan?
No, man. I don't care about any athletic activity that is to be viewed, except for maybe like the Olympics. So the Olympics are fun.
Which are coming up soon. Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics.
Very exciting.
A bud for 2026, the Winter Olympics.
Yes, right off the bat, within the first 2 weeks. It's going to be great.
Oh, how wonderful. Where's that happening this year? Is that... Who knows? It doesn't matter. I don't care.
I don't know. Somewhere where there's snow.
Yeah, certainly. There must be. But yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever Big Dumb Stuff is able to do. I'm looking forward to whatever this show is able to do.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at just all of our own personal creative projects, Pangolin stuff coming up is sure to be fun. I think we're having some bigger ideas for Pangolin stuff too. So,
ooh.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I mean, we'll just have to wait and see whatever 2026 has in store for us.
It's a wide open sky of possibilities, and
it sure is.
Hopefully the world isn't destroyed while we're trying to have fun.
Yeah. The world needs more whimsy.
Yeah. You know, I did my part.
My whimsy meter is like almost maxed out. I've got ultimate whimsy. I just need the rest of the world
I can only do so
up.
much. I'm just one person.
I'm but one small cartoon in a world of cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
If everyone was a cartoon, the world would be a better place.
True. Yeah.
And like a fun cartoon, not like
yeah. Not something scary.
Not like Princess Mononoke. That's a good cartoon, but it's not fun.
Sad.
You know. Yeah. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. It is sad.
It's
quite sad.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
No, something more upbeat.
Yeah.
I can't think of an upbeat cartoon that that's true. Maybe some Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now that's a world of whimsy if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. 2025, season 5,
in the
HHN
bag.
34. Yeah. Put a bow on it.
We did it.
I don't know who to ship it to. Ship it backwards.
Yeah, I guess just return to sender.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Well, thank you all so much for listening to another season of Rush of Fear. We'll see you in 2026 in season 6. That's crazy. 6 years.
Can you believe season 6?
No,
I still feel like we just started
can't.
doing this.
Yes. It's hard to process because it does just feel like yesterday. But
yeah, I feel like we're still doing our 3rd year forever.
The infinite 3rd year. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I've said, I think that we've reached certain fans. We've met certain listeners who are so, have such nice things to say. And I think it's rare. We've seen so many fellow Horror Nights podcasts come and go. And I think that just by the nature of the longevity that we've had we've just been here for 6 years doing our thing. And I think people have started to find it. And I think that it means a lot that we've been here for this long, and we're dedicated to it. And we're not here for the clout, and we're not here for the numbers. We're not here for the merch sales. We're just here because we like talking about this. And it's really, really cool that there are people who want to hear what we have to say about it.
I agree. It's a passion project. It has been from the start.
And there's been times where it's hard to get together to talk about an announcement, to which I always say, people aren't getting the news from us. They already know. They saw the announcement. They have the notifications turned on for like when Universal or Horror Nights tweets so that they see the announcements. We are not the ones breaking the news, but people are coming to listen to us because they want to hear what we think about it, what we say about it. And I think that's the weirdest thing is that we're never going to be the first to break a story, but people seem to want to hear what we have to say about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about it anyway. Might as well record it and put it out there.
Right. I'm passionate about it. I'm going to talk about it. If you want to listen or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, thank you for listening to us. Yeah.
Literally every single one of my podcasts is just like, we might as well just record these conversations because we're having them anyway. Let's put them out there. Like all 3 of my shows are that Dream Jerks. I'm always talking about DreamWorks movies.
Yes.
So like literally all of them is just like, if you want to hear what I'm talking about, I guess you can. Well, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. It's all about the sharing of ideas and opinions and like, I don't know. It's a fandom. It's any fandom. Like I'm in the Stranger Things fandom and everyone right now is talking about all their different theories based on the things that they've noticed and everything. And, you know, that's a theory I've never even thought of before because I didn't notice that part of the episode that you were talking about. Like it just wasn't something that stuck out to me. And that is what the Horror Nights like fandom is too. Like you're not, like, just like you said, we're not breaking news. We're just, well, here's the announcement. Here's what it says. Now, I'm going to talk about what I hope to see because of the description or, oh, I've seen that movie. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to walk through it. I'd love to see this scene and that scene. And, you know, you might say, oh, well, I want to see this scene instead of that scene. Like, I don't know. It's a passion project. We're going to talk about it. So we might as well record it and have other people listen to.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is fun. It's whimsy.
It's whimsy.
We are podcast whimsy. Virtual audio whimsy. Silly.
For your ears and your pleasure. Yeah.
Not all the senses, just one sense. Thank you
so
once
far.
Again. So far. So much for listening. Until next season, until next year, for all of our content, be sure to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/RushOfFear, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter @RushOfFearPod. Woohoo!
Hey, it's true. Thanks for listening this year, everyone. The podcast season has come to an end. Now, please, so kindly.
Hey, it's Maddy. Wouldn't you guess it? Last episode of the season, and of course, we have an audio issue right at the end. As Kenneth was saying, the podcast has come to an end. Now get out. See you in 2026. Bye!